So let's talk about going from standard form back to scientific notation. So lesson 9.6, we're going to work on writing scientific notation. Remember that scientific notation starts with a number that is less than 10, more than 1. Positive exponents are for larger numbers. Negative exponents are for smaller numbers. So today we're going to go backwards than what we did in our last lesson. So write 2,450,000 in scientific notation. So I'm going to write my number without the commas. And I've got my decimal point here. This is a big number, so I'm going to do times 10. I know I'm going to have a positive exponent, but I'm looking for this number right here first. So I'm going to jump my decimal point back until I get, this is still 24. Here's where my decimal point is going to go because I have 2 and 45 hundredths. That's a number more than 1, but less than 10. But now the question is, what's my exponent? So I moved my decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. That's my exponent. So 2 and 45 hundredths times 10 to the power of 6. Let's try it again. Now we have 1,650,000, 1,650,000,000 and another 3 zeros. So I got 3, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then the 165. So again, here's my decimal point. So I've got something times 10 to the power of, and I know it's going to be a positive exponent because my number is really big. So I'm going to move my decimal point past all these zeros. Okay, that's 165. That's 16 and 5 tenths. There's where I stop. 1 and 65 hundredths. And I moved it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. So it's times 10 to the power of 9. Let's try a really small number. So I'm going to write my number, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, 8. So again, I know, but something times 10 to the power of, now it's going to be a negative exponent because this is a small number. So move my decimal point. I'm going to go past all these zeros. This is still not right because it's still smaller than 1. Now I move it here. Here's where I'm going to stop. My first number, 2 and 68 hundredths. And I jumped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So I'm at a negative 6. And there's my answer. 2 and 68 hundredths times 10 to the power of negative 6. Let's try it again. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and 5. Something times 10 to the power of, and now again, I know it's going to be a negative exponent because it's a really small number. So I'm going to start moving, still not, this is 45 hundredths. Now we're at 4 and 5 tenths. That's a number that's between 1 and 10. And I moved it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my exponent is negative 6. 4 and 5 tenths times 10 to the power of negative 6. Okay, try these two on your own. Pause the video and try them on your own, and then start back up and we will do them together. Okay, here we go. 25 million. So I have 25 with 6 zeros. Here's my decimal point. I'm going to move it until I get, here it is, 2 and 5 tenths times 10 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's my answer for the first one. It's a positive exponent because this is a big number. My next one is going to be a negative exponent because it's a small number. I'm going to jump past not quite. There it is. 5 6/100 times 10 to the power of negative 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4. There's my answer. Now your homework is to get into IXL.com. The directions should be in Schoology. And you are going to work on skill H8A. H is in Hovey, 8, the number 8, and A is in apple. And you are going to work through that until they stop you at 80% proficient. That's when I want you to go ahead and stop. I will get the results, so I will know how you did. Good luck.